Welcome, everyone. You know, as Gedalia just brings in nonchalantly the schedules, we want to never forget to thank you, Gedalia, for doing it. No matter how busy he is, he makes sure to take care of it. I'm sure he already has the shvuas already pulled out, right? Yeah, he's already in. He says to me, "Are you ready to do shvuas?" No. Yeah. He's ready. He's born ready. So thank you from all of us, Gedalia. Also, I thank those that came over to me to let me know about Shavuos night. We still need a few good men. Also, if somebody could daven by the Vasikin Minyan and is not able to stay up the whole night, but is able to, count in the Vasikin Minyan, that would be important to know as well. That would be about 4:40, about 4 in the area of 20 to 5. So if somebody is available to do that, that would also be a help. Sabo, that might be something that you might be able to do. Yeah, with the boss. Yeah. For Sigmund, that's I figured. That's a possibility. Then we'll convince you to come to a shia here. Huh? What? It means that we daven at the crack of sunrise. Yeah, but you're here for the learning. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But please, we need a few good men to come forward and say, "Yeah, I'm in." So please. What else? So I'm giving the Chumash here tonight after the daf around 9:30. Everybody is invited to Parshas Bechukaisai. And if you can't come down here because it's very far or you're afraid to walk out so late in the night, so you can join on the computer as well by going to zoomdaf.com at around 9:30. We have Gishmaka Daf tonight as well. We are sponsored Nishmas Avram Yishaya ben Mishmayo Yosef Eliyahu Moshe ben Chayei Sarah should have Refuah Shalema Schus Avram ben Yam Benish ben Malki Yehudis by Fisher family Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbi Shlomo ben Avram Alevi Perel Bas Ruvain by Yoel Klugman and family Refuah Shalema for Meir ben Chayei Sarah and for Mordechai ben Shifra should have Refuah Shalema b'Seich Shachar Yisrael. Now the following people do not get a free pass to go back from battle. Ve'elu she'ein chayzer, they can't go back. Haboyna Beishar, if you only built a guardhouse, or achsadra, or a veranda, or a patio. Mirfeses, that's a galley, like a wraparound porch around the second floor apartments. Hanoitea arba ilane machal, or planted only 4 fruit trees. V'chamisha ilane srak, or even 5 trees that don't bear fruit. Or amachzeres grushasa, if somebody takes back his divorcee. If the marriage is one that is rabbinically prohibited, that we don't want to maintain, so alman l'kohen gadol, if he was engaged to a widow to a kohen gadol, grusha v'chalutza l'kohen hedyot, a divorcee, and a chalutza to a kohen hedyot, mamzeres in the simli Yisrael, or mamzeres, who is not allowed to marry Yisrael, or a gioris givayni, or bas Yisrael l'mamzer l'nasan, lo yahayu chayzer, would not return. I'm sure there's a lot of discussion over here about the kohen gadol going to battle, which is, very interesting. Kohen gadol usually doesn't leave Yerushalayim, and the kohen gadol usually doesn't leave the environment of the temple complex. So that's a very interesting thing. Rabbi Yehuda says, "Afa bayna bayis al mechaynai." If, let's say, the house fell down and he's rebuilding it in its place, so it's not a new house, lo yahayu chayzer, he wouldn't return from the ranks of battle. Rabbi Eliezer Aimer, afa bayna beis levenim basharon. If he built a house out of the bricks of Sharon, the bricks of Sharon were extremely inferior, and they would have to build 2 houses in 7 years. So that's a very temporary house. So lo yaya chayzer, he wouldn't return for such a temporary abode. Ve'elu she'ein zazim b'mekayman. Now this is the other side of the spectrum. These people, not only do they not go to battle, but they don't have to wait until getting ready to cross the border of Eretz Yisrael to return back, and they don't have to be part of the supply chain. They just don't go. Bana bayis v'chanochai. If he built a house and he was inaugurating it, but he didn't live in it yet a year, not to kerem v'chilulai, or he planted a vineyard and it's in the middle of the 4th year, or hanoise es arusasai, or he married his arusa, but they didn't live together a year yet. Even akonis is yevimtai, even if he married his brother's wife because his brother died childless, shenemar noki yiyeh lebeisai shana echas, he should be free to his house a year. The word yiyeh is extra. Lebeisai zebeisai. Lebeisai is for his house, if he didn't yet live in it in a year. Yiyeh zekarme, that's a vineyard. V'simach es ishtai, he should rejoice his wife, zu ishtai. Asher lokach, which he took, which is superfluous, that's lahavi yes yevimtai. Now, such people, not only do they not go at all, but also they don't have to be part of the war effort. Einon misapkin mayim amazon, they don't have to supply water and food. Ve'einon misaknin es hadrachim, and they don't go to help repair the roads. This idea, by the way, of simach es ishtay, to gladden the heart of a wife, this is actually a requirement for all of us husbands. Just like a woman is supposed to be an ezer kenegdai. The big thing, I just met somebody, it's interesting, I just met somebody today who told me that he was at my Shalom Bayis shir when I used to give a Shalom Bayis shir for Rabbi Wallerstein's yeshiva. And he says he remembers that I said, this was to couples, young couples, says he remembers what I said, that every man should know his wife's favorite snack. So he says, I remember, Rabbi Weiss, I took note, you said, this was my first Rebbetzin Allah Shalom, you said your wife's favorite snack was watermelon, and you always looked for ripe watermelons. I want to know, I took it for heart. I spoke with my wife to tell me the 5 things that she likes the best, and I always am on the lookout for those things. And it's a very big thing, with simach es ishtay. And since we know that women are gladdened by begodim, and simcha ela begodim, nobody should ever feel like on that piece of taffeta I should spend a few $100. It's hard to get a few $100. You should know that it's Olam Haba. They're going to ask us in the next world, Nu v'simach es ishtay? It's a very big thing. The same thing is true with tachshitei nashim. You know, jewelry might seem like a baubles, but it makes a woman happy. Another thing that makes a woman happy that men might have a hard time understanding is shoes. Yeah, shoes. How can you get excited about shoes? But it says that you're supposed to buy your wife shoes for the regel, every regel. Shoes shoes make women happy. You know, a woman says, well, but you're getting so excited over a piece of meat? There are men that get excited over a steak. Right? It says about men, ain't simcha ela b'basar, basar v'yayin. We're different creations. We're different creatures. Women get happy with clothing. They get happy with jewelry. They get happy with shoes. Shoes. That's the way it is. It is. You're laughing, Chassan Danan. You got to listen with both ears. You know, you say both ears. because if you listen with only one ear, it could go out the other ear. So if you listen with both ears, it bumps in the middle and it stays inside. Now, it's famous that Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky said that his wife's Gashmias is his Ruchnias. It's a famous quote from Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky, that his wife's Gashmias is his Ruchnias. So a woman's Gashmias is very important to a man. The idea of a Shana Rishona, you know, the din of Ben Sarah or Meira is only in the first 3 months after Bar Mitzvah. After that, if it occurs the Zoyle V'Soive when he's 16, there's no Ben Sarah Meira. The Ben Sarah Meira is precise only the first 3 months. Why? The answer is if the start is no good, that's a very bad thing. You know, the Welt says, Kol Ascholos Koshes, all starts are hard. But there's another translation, Kol Ascholos Koshes, all starts have to be strong. Because if the foundation isn't good, that's not good. So that's why the Shana Rishona is that important. We want to thank you all for joining us. Please get back to me about Shavuos night, please.